Alrighty, we're back here on some more Destiny 2, and I don't know for how much longer, to be honest. I'm sure all of you guys that keep up with Destiny and just Bungie in general, or you don't even really have to keep up with Bungie or Destiny in general to hear about all the news, but regardless, I'm sure most of you guys know about the drama that's been going on. Not too much specifically around Destiny, but just Bungie in general, especially with Marathon. TLDR being that Bungie management and leadership sucks, and of course, who hasn't heard about the Marathon plagiarism? And basically with all this going on, I'm tired. I know I'm on Destiny right now because I still do enjoy the game. I still do like the game. I still have a lot of passion for it. You know, it's been my main game for a couple of years now, ever since Forsaken, really. So it's hard for me to completely put it down. Like, I'll take my breaks, of course, but I'm not like heavily addicted to this game, as in like I gotta play it, 8 hours every day, every week. Kind of just an on and off kind of guy with the game. Basically, my only goal is just to, complete the season pass every season, of course. The only season that I have not completed the full pass for was back in Season of the Unworthy, because that was another rough time in Destiny, especially I remember the community morale during that time was really down bad. Pretty much nothing could go correct in that season. Those of you that weren't unaware, Public Event was basically the season activity. It was a really garbage event, and then there was also basically Lost Sectors. So your seasonal activity was just public events and Lost Sectors, essentially. And then that's when Fellwinter's Lie came out as well, which was bugged. And then on top of that, there was a community event, which was basically doing the public event a bunch of times. That season was seriously just garbage. But I feel like for the past 2 or 3 years, I've been hearing about Bungie management and leadership just sucking, and it's really exhausting. Like, it has to stop at some point, because I just don't know how much longer I can go with just hearing about it. Pretty much ever since Witch Queen, I feel like a lot of it started to happen when the first round of layoffs came, which is understandable, but I think we even heard about some beforehand. It's more so ever since the Sony acquisition, because like Witch Queen was the first expansion under Sony, I think, right? I don't know if it was completely developed while being under Sony, but regardless, Witch Queen was seen as a pretty good expansion, but it's like we just kept seeing microtransactions get worse and worse, and just greed keep happening more and more, and we just kept hearing more and more about management and leadership being awful. Like, recent news what we got is that management was scared to let Shroud's armor have glows, as they were afraid it would affect Eververse sales, which is just stupid. And we're all warlocks here, okay. And of course, Marathon, the plagiarism thing, which is their 4th time having done plagiarism, and that's pretty much like the nail in the coffin for Marathon, I think, because already community sentiment around Marathon was kind of just mixed. Like, the sentiment was basically just like, the game's not good, but it's not bad, it's just kind of boring. And like, that was my thoughts too. Like, I'm not interested in an extraction shooter at all. I'm not even that interested in battle royales, so there was like no chance an extraction shooter was going to appeal to me. But basically, community sentiment was already just kind of meh, but then the plagiarism came out, and whoever was like hyped for the game is probably not that hyped for it now. So whoever was going to buy it might not be too interested in buying it now. I'm sure there still are some people, of course, that are going to buy it. There's always some people that buy games that do not seem that good. I mean, there were people that bought Concord after all, but plagiarism definitely hurt sales, and people that were especially just kind of sitting on the fence, not sure about the game, they're definitely not going to be buying it now. I'm not trying to be like too positive, but I think that this Marathon could unironically be what helps Bungie. I know that like sounds weird, because I feel like there is no if Marathon fails, there's just when it fails. Because I don't think there's any redeeming it, to be honest. Like, it releases in, 4 months, 3 months? In September. So not much can be done to create hype for the game. And they're not even really addressing community feedback about the game, being things such as proximity chat, as well as a better solo queue experience. I think a problem Marathon has is just that it's not being casual friendly, but it's not being hardcore. So it's like trying to meet in the middle, which is just not satisfying either side. So basically no one's getting pleased when they instead need to pick a side, but they're trying to get a lot of sales off a genre that is not that big in the first place. I know people for years have been saying like extraction shooters are going to be the next big thing, but there's just no way that they can be. The genre just does not appeal to a broad audience. It appeals to too niche of an audience. The only reason Tarkov, I think, does so well, I mean, I don't know how it does sales-wise, but the reason why I think it has quite a few players, and we don't know exact player counts, of course, but I don't think it's the extraction shooter part of Tarkov that does very well. I think it's just the realism and milsim aspect of it. I think that's what gets people really hooked on it. People like the realism, milsim, hardcore aspect of it. Because Tarkov seriously is a hard game. I don't know a whole lot about it because I've never played it. I don't even really care to watch it much. But from what I gathered, I think that there's systems like Bleed Out and Hunger, which Marathon does not have at all. I'm pretty sure you can just get absolutely one shot in Tarkov 2. The game's probably just a lot less forgiving, so it definitely appeals to a more hardcore audience. Hunt Showdown, I don't know how it does, but I do think it has a better PvE aspect that people like more interesting enemies to fight. Marathon's enemies just look boring, I'm just going to be honest. They do not seem to be that great from a gameplay design aspect. They're all kind of just generic, which I also think is kind of becoming a problem in Destiny 2 these days as well. Like, I don't think Bungie is innovating too much on enemy design. Like, we got the Dread recently, or somewhat recently, you know, what, like a year ago now, and that, I guess that's not too recently, but it's like they kind of are still just generic shooty guys. Like, if you want to talk about enemies that have a great gameplay design, I think Doom Eternal actually does it amazingly, because each enemy has like their strengths and weaknesses and like best methods of trying to attack them. But anyway, Marathon, basically community sentiment was already mixed, and then plagiarism it makes no one want to support the game. And with all the Bungie leadership and management issues we're hearing about, it makes it seem like my money would be better off with literally any other company. Like, I'd feel better supporting Activision, EA, even Ubisoft. Not saying that they're good companies at all, but it seems like they don't have as much issues as Bungie, at least. I feel bad for Melos. He's like the one currently doing everything. I'm too busy talking. So I feel like Marathon is basically guaranteed to fail because it's just too niche of a genre, while also just not being even that good for what the genre is. So it's like already you got community sentiment just being awful, and then on top of that you have Arc Raiders, which also had a I think it had like a playtest recently. I don't know if it's like an alpha, a beta. Regardless, it had some sort of playtest and people seem to really enjoy it. Like, I've heard the complete opposite sentiment of Marathon for Arc Raiders. So it's like there's that around the corner. And then on top of that, if Bungie were to delay Marathon, then GTA 6 is in May of next year. So you have that issue as well. This role might be a keeper. I guess I'll hold on to it for now. So you got that, and then also now you have Sony canceling marketing plans for Marathon. So it's like basically everything's just going downhill. If you're someone that is like hyped for Marathon, I don't really get bothered by it at all. I'm not one to like judge you. Like, obviously if you enjoy a game, you enjoy a game. You don't need a reason to enjoy it. If it's fun, it's just fun to you. If you are hyped for Marathon, I don't blame you at all. I'm not, gonna call you stupid or anything like that. I don't care. If you enjoy it, then you enjoy it, and that's good for you. But for those of you that are hyped for Marathon, are you actually confident in it though? I feel like that's a whole nother thing. You can be hyped for Marathon, but you can also be not confident in it despite being hyped, because like I said, everything's just against it right now. But as I was saying earlier, that might be a good thing for Bungie, because I feel like Bungie needs just something drastic to happen for changes to actually occur. It's not like I want Marathon to fail, although now people probably want it to fail because of the plagiarism thing. But before the plagiarism thing, it's not like people want the game to fail, or like want the game to be bad especially. You should want every game to be good regardless. If a game is good, then that also means that it has a good company behind it. There is no way for a good game to have a bad company behind it. So am I calling Destiny not a good game? Somewhat. It's been just one heck of a roller coaster, really. For those of you that have been with Destiny for a while, you know that it goes up and down like crazy. Peaks feel amazing, but man, the lows feel just devastating. And it's especially not like we want the devs to lose their jobs. Like, I know Mercury's sent out a tweet saying like, oh, you shouldn't want games to fail. It's like, we don't want Marathon to fail. Although again, we might kind of want to with the plagiarism thing, because it is seriously about time Bungie faces some serious consequences, because it's the fourth time it's happened, and if there are no serious consequences, it's probably just going to keep happening. And also, I shouldn't have to support a bad product just so that devs can keep their job. At that point, you're better off putting up a GoFundMe or something, or at least then I know that I'm not getting ripped off with my money. And I know that people say, Bungie tends to do its best when its back is against the wall. But Bungie's back is not against the wall right now. It's, I don't know what a good saying for it is currently, but it's probably like 6 feet underneath the ground, currently being buried alive, and it's trying to dig its way out of that. But Marathon's not going to dig it out of that. Marathon is going to fail, and there's going to be layoffs. That's just the sad reality of it. But I don't completely know how that's going to affect Bungie entirely. I don't, like, obviously, yeah, it's going to suck. Devs are going to lose their job. That's just inevitable, because Bungie is not after my money with how Marathon is, being an extraction shooter and whatnot, and plagiarizing and mismanagement and poor decisions. It says that they don't want my money, because if they wanted my money, they'd actually do great things. They'd actually put out a good product. So basically just some big changes need to happen to Bungie for things to go in any sort of positive direction for Destiny. And like, I know Sony might not be the best choice, but we just need at least some sort of attempt, something new, something to change things up, because if things stay how they are, it's not going to go well. Things are not going to go better if they stay the way they are. At least if Sony takes over Bungie, then there's at least some sort of chance, because currently there's no chance. But the management and leadership there is right now, there's just no way. And it's weird, because I do think that Edge of Fate looks good. And again, Destiny 2 right now, I do enjoy it, but I'm not in love with the game, right? Like, it's still my main game, I still come back to it, but I'm not as, like, addicted as what I used to be. It's like kind of a thing where it's almost like a guilty pleasure. It's like if someone asked me what game I play, I tend to avoid saying Destiny 2 because I'm like almost embarrassed to say it. It's like I don't want to let others know that I play Destiny 2. Obviously, doing a YouTube video about it lets others know that I play it, but I can at least express my full feelings about it. It's like, yeah, I hate Destiny 2, it's my favorite game kind of deal, you know, that does very well ring true. And the nice thing about it is that whenever you do go to another game, you appreciate that other game a lot more. Like, I remember when I first played Overwatch 2 back in like season 2 of it, it's like, man, this game is amazing. I don't see how others could be complaining about it. It's like, what are you guys complaining about? You know, you guys have it so much better than us. So I guess there is one positive of it, about that. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Well, I know how to do it. It's just, it's been so long since I last did. What all supers are we using right now? You're on Song of Flame. Song of Flame. Okay, I'm the only Well of Radiance here. That's alright. So in terms of where I am with Destiny right now, I'm mixed on whether to or not to get Edge of Fate. I'm almost in like a wait and see kind of scenario, because I want to see how Bungie goes in the future. I want to see how Marathon actually does and what happens. I'm really curious about it. And again, I'm not like dooming on what's the term again? I'm not trying to be a doomer. I'm just trying to be realistic about it. Because like, even if you're hyped for Marathon, are you confident that it will actually do well? And I don't think people are blindly hating on the game, because like I said, when the alpha came out, a lot of the reaction just seemed to be, man, like the game seems boring, like it doesn't have a hook to it. And now with the plagiarism, people are understandably upset with it. Like, that's a very understandable thing to hate. And I think it is pretty reasonable to say that Marathon will fail. The question is just, you know, what happens to Bungie with it. Like, will Sony take over? You know, how many devs are going to get laid off? Will management and leadership be replaced? It's a bunch of unknowns. Like, I don't think Bungie is going to shut down entirely. Like, what was the studio that made Concord? I think it was Firewalk Studios. Like, they got completely shut down, but that's because they didn't have anything else. Like, all they had was Concord, and that, you guys know how that went. Meanwhile, Bungie still does have Destiny, which still does make at least some money. So I don't think Bungie will get shut down. I just think there's going to be some drastic changes at least. But it's just something that we're going to have to find out. So it's like, I might wait until, I don't know, maybe October to get Edge of Fate. Really just need to see what happens. And what sucks about it is that there's just not really a game that can replace Destiny to me. Like, I know some of you might say Warframe, but if you guys have ever played Warframe and Destiny, you know that they're very different. Like, Destiny does just have something to it that other games don't. Some of you might say Borderlands 4, but even then, it's still just way different. Like, I do think part of it is Destiny having both PvP and PvE. Oh, that could be good. Got impact pacing as well. I guess I'll try Chill Inhibitor. I don't know what else to use. I think that works for now. But again, Borderlands 4, I've played Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel, and I do really enjoy them. Oh, and of course I played Borderlands 1 as well. It's probably back when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, so it's been a while. Again, Destiny just has something about it that other games have not been able to replicate. I don't know what exactly it is. Maybe some of you guys can describe it. Part of it is probably some sort of connection, because again, I've been with this game for coming up on 7 years now. Destiny 2 in specific. Destiny 1 I played some as well. I've only played it for probably a year. Maybe it's the customization, maybe it's build crafting, maybe it's the gunplay as well. I can't quite pinpoint it, but that's kind of just where I am currently with Destiny and Bungie. It's just like I'm just tired of hearing all these bad news. I do want Bungie to get a W, and a true W, where they're like, you know, more consumer friendly. The devs can cook all they want, because what was the saying? It was something about a train. I forget what it was exactly. It was like you're working on the train station, but issue is that train station is rusty and it's breaking down, it's deteriorating, or they need to go to a new train station, really. And of course there's that whole beware of over delivery thing that did not help at all. And it's like, if I think really deeply about it, I can kind of understand it, because you know, if you go above and beyond in one DLC or one game, whatever, the next game you have to try to meet that hype, meet that expectation. Like, let's just say Doom Eternal, for example. Let's say Doom Eternal was that over delivery. Dark Ages was gonna have to really fight a tough battle to be able to match the quality of Doom Eternal. So I think that's what they could have tried to mean by beware of over delivery, but it's just, it really came out wrong. And plus, it's like Bungie, it's not even like they meet hype or expectation, it's just like they constantly just, it's like our expectations get lower and lower, and yet they still fail to meet it. It's like not even being wary of over delivering, it's like not even delivering in the first place. It's just disappointing, and it doesn't even feel like they're trying to deliver, though. It'd be different if it feels like they try to deliver. Like, for example, again, Doom the Dark Ages, it did feel like they at least tried to deliver, you know? Because it's like, yeah, is the gameplay as good as Eternal? No, but I understand they want to try to switch it up a little bit. They want each Doom to have like its unique gameplay loop to it. It's like, you cannot blame them for that at all. But Bungie, on the other hand, it's like they don't even get to try to innovate or anything. They don't even get to try to deliver, and I think that's the main difference about it. So regardless, we'll just have to see how Destiny goes, and just more importantly, Bungie. I feel like this is going to be a huge year for them, not in the sense that like they're going to be doing great, but in the sense that there's going to be some big changes occurring, without a doubt. So again, I'm sorry I'm not the greatest at talking, but this is just kind of where my thoughts are. For those of you that are wondering, I have about 4,000 hours on Destiny 2 in total ever since Forsaken. It's kind of hard to tell because I think I have like 3,700 hours on Steam, and I don't remember what play count I had on Battle.net. Because for those of you that don't completely know, Destiny 2 did used to be on Battle.net. Oh, I just realized there's no revive tokens in here. And this is not Ultimatum mode, by the way. This is just Eternity. I'll work on the Ultimatum Ghost of the Deep later this week. It's just that I work Monday through Saturday, so I'm kind of busy this week. But in other news, I did actually get Tekken 8, and I might do a video on that. It's probably going to be rough for me, at least, because I'm just not much of a fighting game person. I've not played very many before, but maybe you guys will enjoy laughing at me. Is there anything else I want to add before going off? I don't really think so. I think it's like just basically I feel fine about Destiny. Like, again, Right of the Nine, or not Right of the Nine, Edge of Fate does seem intriguing, at least, and Renegades I'm very curious about. I just need to know where Bungie is going to go. That's the only thing I need to know. Will Bungie be in a better state in 2026? Let's just go ahead and say that. Or will it just get worse, or stay the same even? Because I don't want it to get worse or stay the same. I want it to improve. But yeah, I think that's it for now, guys. Hopefully, not sure where you guys stay with Destiny and Bungie right now. I know a lot of people had. To those of you that managed to leave during Final Shape, I honestly respect it. You kind of dodged a mess. I just hope Bungie can get to cook and... oh, boss damage card? Hopefully Bungie gets to cook and Destiny 2 gets to do better. Like, I really want it to have a better new player experience. I want it to be better for beginners. I just want more people to actually be able to get into the game, and also to see innovation. And I want to see devs actually be able to enjoy their job fully, not have to worry about getting laid off, not have to worry about getting restrained or restricted, not have to worry about getting mistreated, you know, you name it.